What's going on, everybody? We are here with BoogiePod episode 8. 8. We've done it for 9 weeks, 8th episode, because we missed 1 week. And we got a short episode. Shouldn't be no longer than 35 minutes. There ain't no way. If it is, we talked a lot. But, here we go. Antonio and Blake are not here. They are actually playing basketball right now. Antonio said he will not be here. Blake said he might join. Jada's already commenting saying Dad's asleep. He is. Just woke him up to join the podcast. Yep.
That is true.
Me and Jake have improved our camera quality, as you can tell, thanks to Discord. Anyway, let's get right into it with the Week 12 recap. I'm gonna catch you while you're awake here, Dad. You're lucky Blake ain't here. Yeah, lucky Blake ain't here. Clemson smokes them, baby. Wake Forest, number 10 Wake Forest, smokes them. If I had a second monitor right now, I would be replaying the clip of you right now on the thing saying, Clemson doesn't have a chance. They did.
They didn't.
Yeah, they did, baby. They smoked them.
We went to the game. I watched it. It was bad. Clemson played bad. No, I'm just kidding. They played good.
Smoking that Wake Forest
good.
pack, baby. Smoking that Wake Forest pack. So, what did we learn on this podcast? Anything Dad says, we go the opposite. That's what we've learned.
Okay.
Unless he goes with Clemson.
Okay.
If he goes with Clemson, then he's right.
Well,
that's what we've learned.
They did not rank them. Did they rank them?
We don't know yet. The rankings come out tomorrow.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Hunter don't count the other people rankings whenever the playoffs.
I know.
The committee starts.
I know.
The coaches poll all of them didn't rank them, but they got close. So.
They should rank them.
They were 26 both of them.
They should be ranked, yeah.
Yeah, I agree. They should be ranked.
Anyway.
They played good enough for be ranked.
But yeah, that's all I wanted to say about that. I got no questions on that one. There's only really one other big game upset or whatever. Everything else went kind of planned. Ohio State smoked Michigan State, which was kind of crazy, I guess. But
they blew them out.
Good. Yeah. My only question about really that game is, you think Ohio State? Where do you think Ohio State is on a power ranking, in your opinion? So not where they should be ranked, but if you were saying, okay, this team is the blank best team in the country, what would that blank number be with Ohio State, Jake?
I'll put them at 2 right now. I think they'd beat anybody but Georgia. I think Georgia would be a really good game. I'm kind of high on Ohio State right now. So,
Dad?
I hate Ohio State, but I am going to say number 2. And like Jake said, till they play them, we won't know. But we talked about this last week, how good they were and how their wide receivers and everything is. So, how good's their defense? I've not watched them.
It's mediocre.
It's gotten better, though, hasn't it?
It's gotten better. It's gotten too mediocre.
I mean, let me ask you this. Who, if you have to compare them to somebody's defense, who would they be compared to? Like Clemson? Or Wake Forest? Or I mean, I'm just throwing that out there. I don't know.
They would be... What's a team that you know that would be compared to them? Probably... They have like a...
Notre Dame's?
Would you say it's like a Tennessee defense, kind of? You know, they're mediocre. They look good at times, but then sometimes they look like trash.
It's a Tennessee defense. That's exactly what it is. Good. That's a good pick, Jake. Tennessee defense. It's mediocre. It literally, if you have a high-powered offense, they're not going to be able to stop it very well. But if you have, and their defense is obviously going to be better than Tennessee's just because of the talent they have.
Oh, yeah,
recruits and stuff. But it's a very similar defense.
Right. Yeah, number 2. Till they play.
Yeah, I think they're number 2 as well. They literally have a better... we were talking about right before this. We were talking about Trevor and stuff. They literally have a better receiving core, and I heard this on the radio, and this is a fact. They have a better receiving core than the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Lions combined. They literally do.
Probably.
It's true. It's not even some people say that about college and NFL, and they're just it's literally true. I mean, you have
Yeah.
2 first-round picks that are better than anyone that catches the ball from Jacksonville or Detroit Lions. Is it the Detroit Lions? Did I just get me
Yeah.
clowned? Okay, good.
No, it's Detroit.
Okay. Next game is called this one too on the podcast. If I had the little clip of that, I'd be rolling it as well. Number 23 Utah beats the living crap out of Oregon.
Yeah.
What is so? I mean, that ruins the Pac-12's chances of making the playoff completely. The dad looks funny when he's looking at the TV.
His eyes are rolling back in his head, dude.
I'm watching this football game too. Sorry, I'll pay attention.
But yeah, Oregon. That they ruined Pac-12's chances of getting a big win for Utah. As Utah will go play now in the Pac-12 championship. Oregon still has to win against Oregon State this week, I believe, to make it. If not, they're already locked in. Actually, I don't think neither team's locked in. I think Utah actually has to win as well. Both teams have to win because Arizona State's right behind Utah and Oregon State's right behind Oregon. So both teams have to win this weekend to lock in their spots, but they could be rematched and Oregon get a chance to redeem themselves. Jake, Dad, both of y'all were picking Oregon coming in this game, which obviously I don't blame you. Number 3 team in the country. What do you think? Did either of you watch the game?
I didn't get to see it. I saw highlights, but
okay. What do you think? What do you think Oregon's problem was then, Dad?
Where do you start at?
Yeah.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? I mean, you watched it.
Yeah.
Parts of it. You know, we had 3. I don't know what going on. We had boxing going on too. Yeah. I mean, right now I think they'll get beat by Oregon State.
Okay. All right.
Do you think they're playing good enough to beat Oregon State?
I think so. It's at Oregon. I don't think Oregon State will get by them, but Oregon State's a good team. It wouldn't shock me it's a rival game. Oregon State's 7-3. They're going bowling. You know?
Yeah.
I mean, imagine if Oregon State beats Oregon, right? Makes a Pac-12 championship and wins that. They're 9-3. What a great year that would be for the Beavers. Become Beavs.
Yeah. As Jada would say.
Yes.
Yeah. They just didn't look good. I don't know if they can get it back. You know what I mean? In one game that's toss up, I guess, right now.
All right. Well, that's really all for the recap. Nothing really crazy happened besides that. Alabama had kind of a close game. It ended up not being really that close. Arkansas played decent. Whatever. I don't want to talk about Arkansas right now because they're the only reason we're not ranked. All right. Well, we'll read some comments here real fast. Jada said blurred out the backgrounds. Yep, that's what made it improved. Jake Murphy said, "What do you think about dragons?" Jada said, "I like dragons."
Oh no!
Oh wow!
Drag my balls across your face.
God.
All right, week 13 review. So we're picking the games. You know how it goes. You tell me the winner. You tell me by how much. Number 12. It's rival week. Rival week. This game right here I'm about to tell you is on a Friday. Or no, it's on a Thursday. It's on a Thursday. It's a big one too. Number 12, Ole Miss at number 25, Mississippi State. Mississippi State negative 1 point favorites in this. I'll start it off here. I'm going to go with the dog on the road here. I'm going to go Ole Miss. I think Lane Kiffin, as long as he's not distracted by other jobs. Dad, I don't know if you know this actually. You know Dan Mullen got fired?
I heard today.
Yeah. So Lane Kiffin got some choices. Maybe LSU, maybe Miami, maybe Florida. He has options. And all those 3 places I just named are significantly a better job than Ole Miss. So as long as he's not distracted, I'll take Lane Kiffin in that offense and Matt Corral, as their defense has been playing sneakily better as of recent. Jake?
Yeah, I would probably also take the dog here. I'll go Ole Miss. Yeah, the only thing that would concern me is Lane Kiffin, because he's probably distracted by other jobs. That's probably all he's thinking about right now, is moving. So I'll still take him by 3-ish, maybe 7, maybe a touchdown.
Yeah, I'm going to take
Good game.
Yeah, I'm going to take him by literally 1 point. I'm talking about one.
Hmm.
Dad?
Oh,
Dad?
his AirPod I messed up. His AirPod's messed up.
They must have conked out or something.
Oh,
I'd take Ole Miss. Like y'all said, long as Lane Kiffin is not distracted, but I don't know. Maybe they don't need him regardless. Their quarterback's good enough. Mississippi State, they look good at times. I mean, they're tough.
Yeah, they're
Oh,
really good. It's funny because Mike Leach came in there from Washington State. Washington State coming off a Pac-12, I know at least championship appearance. I can't remember if they won
yeah,
it or not. And they run the air raid and everything, but they really don't score a lot of points. It's really that Michigan State defense is what leads that team.
yeah.
Pretty interesting there. Mike Leach, he's usually an offensive mind type of guy, but here recently it's all been Mississippi State's defense.
I'm gonna say 3 points.
For who?
Ole Miss, 3
Ole Miss.
points.
So we're all going the dog here. Okay. Some people are saying it's the biggest game of the year. Number 4, Ohio State at number 6, Michigan. This game's a noon game on a Saturday here. Ohio State, they give 8-point favorites here on the road. They just coming off that huge win against Michigan State.
Yeah.
And I know immediately when you look at this game, you're like, well, Michigan State blew out, or Ohio State blew out Michigan State. Michigan State barely beat Michigan, so we're taking Ohio State. Ohio State's beat, Ohio State's beat them 15 out of the last 16 times. What's his face? Michigan's retarded coach hasn't won.
Harbaugh.
Yeah,
Harbaugh.
thank you. Jim Harbaugh has not won, beat Ohio State once yet. But this is also debatably Michigan's best team to be able to do it. And even though, if you would have told me these two teams were going to play at the beginning of the year, I would have easily took Michigan, wouldn't even think twice about it. Now that they're playing now, Ohio State looks like a whole different team. They have literally, like I was telling you earlier, they have a wide receiver core that some NFL teams dream to have. They have a Heisman candidate. He's the favorite now at quarterback. And they have a defense that's improving every week. Every week they've gotten better. And they're coming off a monster win. And it's a rival game. But I don't care. When you go into the big house, and they've went there and they've won plenty of times, I get it. But this year has a little bit different feeling about it. For me, at least. Has a little bit different feeling. And I don't care how good those wide receivers or quarterback is. That is the loudest atmosphere they will ever be in their whole career. Their whole career. When they're in the NFL, it won't be louder. No matter where they're at, it will not be louder than what it will be on Saturday at noon in Michigan. So I think they get a little rattled. And Michigan has a good defense. I don't think they stop them, but I think they contain them. And I think Michigan runs it down that defense's throat. And I'm going to take Michigan. Take them close. I think they beat the curse. Jake, what do you got?
Well, the past couple years, Michigan's been getting beat by Ohio State by like 30. So this year, I'm going to say Ohio State beats them by 17.
17?
I got them beating them by 17 points.
All
I
right.
think it'll be a close game at one point, and Ohio State pulls away later on.
Okay. Sports Cat.
Mittens.
Man, join the podcast. All right, go ahead, Dad.
I think I'm gonna go with Ohio State, and I'm gonna say by 20, 21.
Wow, that's a big number. Okay.
Yeah, I think they're gonna go in and smash them.
Okay, so I'm going Michigan game-winning field goal. I'm going to go by 3. Jake, what you got?
I got like 17
And
points.
then, Dad, you have 20-something? 21. So you got 3 touchdowns. Jake got 2 touchdowns and a field goal, and I got a field goal for the opposing team, Michigan.
Yeah,
All right.
I know it's the big house. I understand what you're saying. I just feel like Ohio State's got this train going now.
Yeah.
And I don't I can't stand them, but it is what it is, right?
I'm gonna make a prediction right here, though. We'll say this: the only reason,
Mhm.
because I'm taking Michigan off feeling and them being at home. That's all I have. I have a feeling in my stomach that they're gonna win. So, so I could be completely easily wrong here. But what I'm saying is, I'm gonna say this because Ohio State has looked extremely good in the last couple of weeks, right?
Yeah.
So here, what I'm gonna say, okay, you can hold me against it. If Ohio State does get past Michigan and they beat Michigan, and there isn't no crazy injuries to a top wide receiver or C.J. Stroud or any of those guys,
Yeah.
Ohio State will win the national championship this year if they get past Michigan. But
You know what? I'll
think
second.
what
I will second that.
Yeah, I do. I mean, I think them and Georgia's a great matchup.
Mm-hmm.
And it's funny though because the closer we get to that Georgia and Alabama game, the more I get scared for Georgia.
Me too.
But we'll see. We'll see when we get there. That's another topic for next week. Actually, we talk about that game next week. Kind of crazy. We're all right here. 7:30 primetime game of the. Well, I guess it's second game of the week because Fox owns Big Ten kickoff or whatever that is. But number 13 Oklahoma is trying to spoil number 9 Oklahoma State. This is at Oklahoma State. Oklahoma State's still a playoff team. They control their own destiny. They win out, they should be in. You would think,
yeah.
Unless Alabama wants to ruin everybody's fun. But Oklahoma State is negative. Hunter cannot write. 4-point favorites. Man, I don't know. I want to go Oklahoma State. Yeah, I'm gonna go Oklahoma State. I'm gonna go Oklahoma State by a touchdown. I'm gonna go 7 points for Oklahoma State here. I just really, because if Oklahoma beats Oklahoma State, Cincinnati's a lock. You can almost lock them in. Besides, they gotta play their conference championship and stuff. But if Cincinnati wins out, and you don't have the Big 12, the ACC, or the Pac-12 in, they're in. They're gonna be in. So, but I really don't know. I'm gonna go Oklahoma State by 7. Regardless, these two teams will probably have to play each other again in the Big 12 championship. So I think Oklahoma State will end up getting beat maybe the second time. But I mean, if you're Oklahoma State, if you're gonna lose one out of the two, you should lose this one and win the next one. But doesn't matter.
Right.
Jake, what you got?
Yeah, I would probably take Oklahoma State pretty confidently in this game. I feel confident about that pick. I'd say by at least a touchdown.
Okay.
I just don't really like what Oklahoma's doing right now. So.
All right, Dad.
I don't like Oklahoma either. They're like Ohio State. I just don't care much for them. But they have figured out a way to win stupid ball games all year, and I'm gonna pick them.
Okay, good pick.
I think they get it done, but I don't know. Field goal, field goal or something. I think it's gonna be tight. I don't know, something stupid, a pick six, something I don't know, but
okay.
Yeah.
Alrighty, we are on to NFL. We got the Colts blew out the Bills on Sunday. Last week, the Colts 45, Bills 15. Jonathan Taylor having the best game of running backs had all year by far. Thank you. I'm glad he was on my fantasy team and not on anyone else's. And so, how good are the Colts? Really? How good are the Colts? What's the ceiling for the Colts? Is the ceiling Super Bowl? I think that's a little bit overreaction.
Yeah.
Is the ceiling a AFC Championship? There. What's the ceiling for the Colts is my question. I'm going to go, I think the ceiling for the Colts is a one playoff win team. That's my ceiling for the Colts, is a one playoff win team. I would be very shocked if they could win the AFC and make a Super Bowl. I'd be very shocked. Jake?
Yeah, see, the way you beat the Colts is you got to stop the running game because that's why they've been winning. They've been limiting Carson Wentz a lot this year. So when he throws the ball, they lose most of the time. But his stats are pretty good right now, but they've been a run-heavy team. So I think their ceiling is probably winning the divisional round and making the championship and losing that pretty bad. That's their ceiling. Do I think they'll get there? Probably not, because I'm not even sure if they'll win their division yet. But actually, they could. They could actually win their division if the Titans keep falling apart and losing to teams like Texans. But
And we're about to
yeah,
get to that.
it's just when they get to a good playoff team that can stop the run, they're probably going to be screwed because their defense ain't that good. They look good against the Bills, but the Bills aren't that great lately.
Dad?
I think he's the best running back in the NFL right now. That's what
He is.
I think. Like Jake and you both said, if when they run across the team, it can stop the run. That's it. They're one dimensional. I'm gonna say, yeah, if Titans keep fooling around and throwing it away, they can win that South. But I'm not gonna. I don't think they'll win the South. I think Titans will get it gathered up enough to be all right.
Sneaky team in the South are the Jags too. You gotta look out for them.
Yeah, I'm scared. Everybody's worried about them.
Well, we were just about to get to the Titans. The Texans beat the Titans. Give the Texans their second win.
Yeah.
Are the Titans the best team in the AFC?
I don't
After
know.
that Texans loss, I would say no. I don't think they are. I think Patriots are in the AFC, right?
Yep.
Yeah, that's
I would probably say the Patriots. I think the
what I was.
Patriots are. I think it goes Patriots, Titans. Maybe the Colts.
Yeah.
Colts
Why
might be
not?
third. Jake, what's your three right there in the AFC?
One is the Patriots. I like them right now. I think they've got it rolling with Mac Jones, and he'll only get better.
Yeah.
Two, I don't know. AFC is really kind of
Bad.
a lot of mediocre teams right now. It's like the number one seeds, the Titans, and they've lost to the Jets and Texans this year. That's really weird. It's been a weird year, in both
Lose to the Jags.
NCAA and NFL. But two, I would probably still give the Titans the benefit of the doubt, and three,
Might be the Colts.
I would want to. My heart tells me to say the Chiefs,
How about
but I still don't think they've got it yet. They beat the Cowboys, but Cowboys really were trash, and they only scored 19 points on the Cowboys' below-average defense at home.
Yeah.
So I would probably say it's right now the Colts. They've been rolling, but give it a week or two, and the Colts ain't gonna be there no more.
Dad.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I agree with y'all. I think Patriots are one. Titans. If I'm gonna say them two right now. That's they look bad, but say two, and it can be between the Indianapolis and KC because KC won. I mean, they did beat a good Cowboys team, which Cowboys are 7-3 still.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're still good. I mean, I don't know what's going on there. One week they're playing really, really good, and next week they're not playing so good. But side the point, I'm gonna see it's toss up between Indianapolis and KC third there for me.
Okay. Jake, you bring up the Chiefs. So my question is, are the Chiefs back? Just beat the Cowboys. Cowboys were a little banged up, obviously, but
Really banged up actually, but
and the Chiefs defense honestly didn't look that bad. I know they're banged up, like I just said, but still hard to stop Dak Prescott and Ezekiel Elliott, regardless of who's catching the ball. Yeah. So my questions are: the Chiefs back? I'll go and answer first. Actually, I think it really depends on what back is. Is back like last year Chiefs? No. Or is back like to a good team? I would say yeah. I think they're a good team. I think they're back to being good. Are they back to being great? No, because regardless of after all that, Patrick Mahomes still did pretty bad, and the offense didn't look too good. So, maybe if they figure out the offense, I would say they look a lot better. But as of right now, I would say they're a good team. So back, I would probably say no, but good team, I would say yes. Jake?
I know they're not back. I'm looking through their schedule right now and their wins. They do not have one win this year besides the Raiders, which I think they've fallen apart. We'll see in the next couple weeks how bad the Raiders really are now. They don't have one impressive win this year. I would not say, like, wow. They look really good. I'm high on the Chiefs now. They have 0. So, no, they are not back. I know they beat Dallas. I'm a Dallas fan, so I guess I could be biased, but I just still not impressed with them yet. I think by the time playoff time comes around, they might be a scary little team, but I just don't see it in them this year to make a run.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to play the Chiefs in the playoffs.
No, Pat Mahomes is really good in the playoffs too. So I mean,
Dad?
Yeah.
I don't know. We got to see more of them. Maybe who they play this week. Does anybody know?
I can tell you, Broncos.
There you go.
Broncos. They don't really play another good team this year. Chargers, but
man, they're hit and miss, dude. They ain't that.
Yeah.
I like them, I guess, or maybe they're maybe a little better than them. I don't know, something like that. But I don't know till we see them play again. If they start getting hot, and then they make it. Oh Lord God, in the playoffs, it's just different for them. So
yeah.
No, I don't think they're back. No.
Alrighty, let's make some predictions here. Thursday we got 3 games on Thanksgiving. Starting off with the very first one on Thanksgiving, that is Bears at the Lions. The Bears are negative 3.5 point favorites. This is kind of a game of the teams that suck. I would throw the teams that suck: Bears, Lions, Jags, Jets,
Dolphins,
Texans. Yeah. That kind of group. I'm sure I'm missing a team, but I'm gonna take the Lions. I'll take the Lions. I'll take the underdog. I think they get their first win. I'll take the Lions. I'll take the Lions by like a field goal or something. I don't know. Jake?
Yeah, I think the Lions are the best 0-8 team of all time. I mean, they barely lose a lot of these games. They almost beat, I think, Baltimore at one point. I mean, it's just weird they haven't got a win yet.
No.
But I'm not sure Jared Goff's going to be playing. And the Bears are going to have Andy Dalton. But I'm still going to take the Lions. I would say the score's like 13-10, something like that. It's going to be an awful game.
It's going to be an awful game.
It's going to be a terrible game. But I'll say the Lions.
The only thing that scares me is the Bears' defense is pretty good. Okay,
I don't know. Bears' defense is inconsistent, but they can be good. Yeah, you're right.
Dad?
Yeah. I'm going to say Lions their first win.
This is a rival game too, right?
Bears really lines with like the Packers, or they're like they're rivalries with the Packers, I would say.
Okay.
But
all right, Raiders are at Jake's Cowboys on Thursday night, or this is Thursday midday, really, of Thanksgiving. Dallas is negative 7 point favorites at home. Pretty big favorite there, and I can see why. But problem is, Cowboys are going to be missing their 2 best wide receivers. I was informed by Jake in this game. I will still go.
And 2 best edge rushers too.
I'll
defense.
still go the Cowboys. But I think this could also be maybe a really sloppy game, and I think very low scoring. Very low scoring, kind of like the Lions and Bears. But I will take the Cowboys by 4 points. Jake?
Yeah. So the thing about the Cowboys, they have a history, especially with Dak. When they lose pretty bad, like they look kind of bad, their next game is great. Like the Broncos, we got slammed. Then we slammed the Falcons really easily. It was like nothing even happened. So, but we are missing a lot of players right now. I'm going to take the Cowboys. I would say we beat them by a touchdown. Someone wants to tell me we still blow them out, but I think the whole of missing Amari Cooper and CeeDee Lamb is going to really show. Because I'm not really high on our backup receivers, so I'll take them by like a touchdown.
Dad?
I think Cowboys lose this one.
Go with the Raiders.
Yeah, I think Raiders, they find a way of getting it just to get it done. I think it's going to be sloppy because of who Dallas is missing. And, they're just going to be worse this week than it was last week, I would think. We'll see.
Jake, you have to get your afro and red nose ready for Dad. Cowboys take an L.
Nah, I don't know. The Cowboys are so injured. I wouldn't blame him at this point. But plus, they've been weird.
Honestly, I would take the Cowboys if CD Lamb was there, or
Yeah,
somebody that he could go to like he has all year.
Yeah, Gallup will be wide receiver 1 for him.
yeah. And if CeeDee Lamb and Amari Cooper were there, I would take Dallas by like 21. I think it'd be a blowout Dallas game this year. But without those two, other guys are going to have to step up to really beat the Raiders how I think we're capable of beating them. But plus the Raiders have been falling apart lately too. They got blown up by the Chiefs, and the Chiefs aren't that good.
Yeah.
Getting blown up by the Chiefs is bad right now.
Yeah.
So.
All right. I got next game. It's the primetime Thanksgiving game, and that's Bills at Saints. Saints are they're not very good right now. Struggling. But you can say the exact same thing about the Bills. The Bills are not doing very good right now either. Thank you to the Jaguars, putting them on notice. Anyways, I'll go with the home team. I think they're both pretty bad. We could have really sloppy games on Thursday.
Yeah,
we really
pretty bad Thanksgiving this year.
But I actually think Saints will look good in this game. I'm going to take Saints by 14 points. I'm going to take Saints by 2 touchdowns. I think they win big.
That's a big upset.
Yeah, I think they're going to win big here. Jake?
I got to take the Bills. I don't really like what the Saints are doing. I think this game is going to be also really low scoring because the Bills and Saints both have a pretty good defense. The Bills' defense is better, I would say, but they didn't look good against the Colts. But overall, I think Josh Allen and Diggs get it done. I would say they probably win by 10 points, though. Yeah, 10 points.
All right, Dad?
I'm going to say Buffalo, and I'm going to say 7. Okay. Touchdown, something like that. I think they find enough done.
Right.
Another thing, Alvin Kamara might not play, too. If they don't have Alvin Kamara, there's no shot.
Yeah.
If he plays, they have a shot. But I don't really like Trevor Siemian too much. I think that's his name, like third string guy.
Yeah.
If they had old famous Jameis, I'd probably take the Saints right now, but again, got him. So.
Yeah. Alrighty, we got Sunday night primetime game. Browns at the Ravens, Sunday Night Football. The Browns... Wait, no, my bad, sorry. The Ravens are -4 point home favorites here. The Browns looked a lot better ever since they got rid of what's-his-face.
Nah, they haven't looked any better.
I thought they looked better.
They had one good game. Nah, I think they've had one good game since he's left. I mean, look, I might be wrong. You might be right.
Because they got a blowout win last week, right?
I forget. Hold on.
What did they do this week?
They barely beat the Lions this week, I think. I thought. Only at one point it was close. They beat the Lions 13-10. They got blown out 45-7 by the Patriots, and they blew out the Bengals. The first game without Odell, 41-16.
Okay.
So
they're not too much better.
Yeah. No, they're worse.
Well,
honestly.
and Lamar will be back, won't he?
Yeah, Lamar's gonna be playing.
Okay,
yeah. And Marquise Brown.
I will definitely take the Ravens in. I'll take the Ravens. You can't say a blowout because it's the Ravens. I'll take the Ravens by a touchdown.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I would take the Ravens by a touchdown. I don't really think either team has been very impressive. The Ravens came back down to earth, and the Browns are just disappointing. Baker Mayfield's awful this year. He's playing hurt, but
yeah,
I don't know. I'll take the Ravens by a touchdown as well.
Dad?
This is going to be a rival game, right? This is one of them.
Kind of.
Sort of rival game. Okay, maybe not. I'm gonna go with the Ravens. Maybe I think it's gonna be a tight game.
It's a divisional game, so yeah, it's probably a rivalry game.
I'm gonna say 3 points. It's gonna be tight. But Lamar Jackson is coming back, so that makes a difference. Marquise Brown. And maybe a touchdown, 7. Go 7.
Okay. The Seahawks play at Washington on Monday Night Football. The line is even.
Yeah.
I will take. And the Seahawks just played bad. They just played too bad. And Washington played okay. Defense is finally starting to make improvements like they should have been at the preseason. I like Tyler Heineke. He might not be very good, but I like Tyler Heineke a lot. I like the way he plays. He is literally, besides Scary Terry, he is the only man on that offense who wants to win. I swear. When you watch him play,
Yeah.
he looks like he plays backyard football. I mean,
Yeah.
it looks like he's out there with his friends and he wants to win. That is his goal every day he walks out there is to win. I'm gonna take Washington football team, and I'll take them by. I'm leaning towards kind of like a Dallas here. I'm gonna go 4. I'm gonna go 4 points. But I think this game will actually be a good game. I think even though the Seahawks are gonna lose, I think they'll look good. I think both teams will look polished in this game. Jake.
Yeah, I think something tells me it's time for Russell Wilson to look good again.
Mm-hmm.
And I think he will look okay compared to how he has been since he came back from the injury.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll take Washington too. My gut tells me Washington's going to win this one by 3.
Okay.
Close game.
Yeah.
Might be even a shootout, actually.
Maybe.
Seahawks had a bad defense, so.
Dad?
Yeah, I'm like you. He's the only one that, at times, it looks like he's the only one that wants to win. And he's always pumping his fist and hollering at people. And I like him.
Yeah.
I like the quarterback. I think they get it done. Washington does. 6, 7 points. Yeah.
And that honestly, that wraps up the podcast. The only thing I got left to say is Colt McCoy bust out some magic. Played a great game, baby. Look at my boy, Colt McCoy. I cannot believe he is still playing, man. I know we say that every week, but it's amazing. I love it. And playing good. Not even playing bad. Playing good. Jake, pull up Colt McCoy's
I would say,
stats. Pull up Colt McCoy's stats for last game.
I would say these 2 out of the 3 games he's played, the ones he won might be his best games of his career.
Yeah.
I mean, he's looked pretty good, to be honest.
Yeah.
Colt McCoy.
At least in the, oh my God, in the NFL.
I mean, right now, he has 3 touchdowns to 1 pick, and his QBR is 53. I mean, it's above average QBR. He's playing. Average QBR is 50.
Just his last game.
So.
What's his
stats? His last game stats?
Yeah.
It's seasonal. Hold on.
McCoy magic, baby. Yum, yum.
Yeah. So against the Seahawks, he was 35 for 44, 328 yards. He averaged 7.5 yards a pass, 2 touchdowns. His longest play was 31 yards.
Wow.
Yeah, pretty good.
How many
pretty
interceptions? Goose egg.
Yeah, not that game. The one against Carolina.
Okay, Jake. All right, Jake.
11 for 20.
All right, we got to wrap it up. All right. Okay, that'll do it for us, guys. We'll be back here again Monday, 8:15, as always. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Like the stream. Come back 8:15. Check it out on my TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter, all at boogie_sports_. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.